Queens, what's the TV network y'all gonna be watching?
Pick TV Network.
Woo-hoo.
We've all been hurt at some point, even abandoned. Many of us have done the hurting ourselves. We get to the point where we don't trust anyone, nor do we feel worthy of being loved by anyone. Then there's that one person who just doesn't give up on loving you. Their love is unconditional. Their love stays long enough for you to heal. And then they promise to never leave. That's love you can count on. God's love.
Hello, everybody. This is David Evans from Washington, D.C. We are here today on the brand new hot show on the Pick TV network with my favorite person, Patty from New York. It is the Live Your Legacy TV show. Hey, Patty, how you doing?
Welcome, Dr. David, and special guest. Thank you for joining us on Live Your Legacy. This is a new show here on the Pick TV channel and station, and we are just so happy to have this show because this show is to tribute, cope, and share. Also, it's what has influenced you through the adversity of loss to live your legacy. And our guests just are doing amazing things, and what drove them are great stories. It's bittersweet, but that's okay because that's life, and let's just make, lemonade out of lemons. I got a little influence on that one. But nonetheless, welcome. And we have our special guest all the way from Seattle, Washington. Also from, you know what? He's going to tell us himself. Over to Simon O'Callaghan.
Thank you so much for having me, my dear Patty and Dr. David. It's an incredible opportunity to be here with you and your wonderful community. I am happy because the weather is nice in Seattle, where it's typically rainy. But the weather back home in Kisumu, Kenya, where I come from originally, is always nice, really. And, the fruits are always tastier for some reason. So I'm just excited to be here to talk about, my story, the upcoming Madaraka Festival that is beginning in New York, where you are party on May 16th at Irving Plaza. And I'm just excited to spend time with you, Patty, because you're one of the biggest supporters of my work and my dreams, and it's an honor to be here.
First of all, how could you not be a supporter of Simon? I think anybody who has crossed your path has automatically become a supporter. Your work is amazing. Your music is amazing. Your inspiration is beautiful. Your African proverbs are shared across multiple platforms that we have conversations about them. It's just wonderful discoveries in these proverbs. But most of all, I want to go back to the root. This is how I became a fan when you shared your documentary of where it all started. And there's a little legacy there. And I would love if we could just tap into that a little bit. And back to you, Simon.
Thank you so much, Patty. What's interesting and amazing about our conversation today is that I have also hosted you as a guest on my podcast and interviewed you. And one of the questions I ask all my guests on my podcast is, a childhood story that inspired who you are today. And so I'll answer your question according to how I normally expect my guests to answer that question. When I was 8 years old, my mother gave me a bicycle, and asked me to help distribute milk and bread in our neighborhood in Kisumu, Kenya. So I grew up in a very rough neighborhood, a very violent neighborhood. I lost my brother at a very young age as a result of drugs and alcohol and violence, which is common in many developing countries and also here in the US. We know how, as a result of racism and segregation, some communities are going through much more difficult times, economically and also socially. And so I grew up in an environment like that. And so because I grew up around a very powerful woman who was doing multiple jobs, and being a mother and running an orphanage home, I learned how to be a leader at a young age because of that bicycle that she gave me and asked me to help her distribute milk and bread in our neighborhood. So every day before school, I was still in elementary school. Uh, Now I'm thinking according to how school works here in the US. But I was just 8 years old, and so every morning before school, I would deliver the bicycle. I mean the milk and bread with my bicycle, and then walk to school. So in the course of doing that, I learned the values of leadership, the values of integrity, the values of building business with your community members, the value of supplying what other people can supply at the time when other people can supply it, and also the value of transforming your community through the work of your hands. Because a lot of the time uh, we are expected to go to school, get incredible knowledge and degrees, and then go and work for somebody. And I grew up in an environment where my mom, even though she worked for the government in the Ministry of Health as an orthopedic technician, she always believed in working for herself. And that taught me a lot about entrepreneurship and also, I would say how to thrive through art, through business, and just through being in your community and being your authentic self. So, this is really where it all began. But my mother was a second wife in a polygamist marriage, where things were not working very well for her. So she moved from the rural village where she had been living to the slum where I grew up. And so being born in that environment allowed us to become who we are today. Where even though I'm from that part of the world and that crazy neighborhood, I am very proud that I'm producing the biggest African festival in the west coast of the US, and it's going on tour across the US for the first time this month, starting with New York on May 16th. And so nobody from that community has done something like this. But I expect more youth from our community to do even greater things because I feel that my mother began the work, I'm continuing with the work, and there are so many other people that have benefited from the work I do with my nonprofit that are already doing incredible things around the world. So I think for me, I'm just doing my part.
And I know there's so much more to the story.
Mhm.
Simon, you just brought me back when I was watching the documentary, and I really got to see from my own eyes where you grew up. And it was just so beautiful. And I'm just thinking of all the kids there. What an inspiration you are through your mom. But you also said that the town called your mom Mama. Is that correct from what
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
remember?
Yeah. The majority of people in my hometown had so much love for her, for my mother. And she was always called Made. Made means mama, and it's a way to show respect to a respectable woman. And so everybody called her that. And even me, even today when I go back home, even though my mom passed on in 2020, may her soul rest in peace, many people still call me the son of Made, because some people don't know that she has passed on. So we are
Because
definitely
her legacy lives. Her legacy
exactly,
lives.
exactly.
Could you tell me a little bit more more about those amazing instruments behind you? I know a little bit, but I would like the
Yeah.
audience to learn a little bit more about that.
Yeah, this is called nyatiti. I don't know. Yeah, that. It's called nyatiti. It's an 8-string music instrument. I learned how to play it at an education, music, and art program that I founded in Kenya as part of the work I do with One Vibe Africa, which is my non-profit organization. It's it's an ancient music instrument that is very beautiful. It's played actually along the River Nile. River Nile is the longest river in the world. So if you look at this instrument, you'll find many different variations as you travel along the River Nile, from the source of the River Nile to the tip of the River Nile where it pours into the Red Sea. You'll find different variations of this same instrument. So it's ancient. It was played by the ancient Egyptians. It's in the Middle East. This could be the original guitar.
And I know you do some tours because I'm going to be on one of them. And me and my husband are already talking about it. We're hoping for next summer through the Rotary, which is another day, another topic. But when you're doing these tours, do you do what you just shared with us on the tour of the river and how the music came incorporated? Do you incorporate that, or do you keep that separate from what you're doing with the non-for-profit stuff?
It's a part of the story we tell with the trips that I organize back home. Through One Vibe Experience, we organize group trips that immerse people in the culture, and people learn about how to make this music instrument and how to make traditional drums, how to dance, how to cook, how to just relax a little bit because you're in the motherland. But also we go in the wild, and we visit with the wild animals, popularly known as the safari. We go on a safari, we serve, but we also have so much fun. And the hope is that also we bring guests who are interested in investing in Africa. If you look at the Black community here in the US, we control over $2 trillion of the economy, but we are not investing heavily in Africa. We are leaving Africa for the Chinese and the Europeans to fight over Africa, while Africa has the most resources that are needed to run the global economy. So we need more African American people buying land in Africa, investing in businesses in Africa, and this is also part of that process.
Well, that hits close to home because our organization is also doing a lot of work in Africa, but one specifically with orphanages in Somaliland, but not limited to just that. We're doing work across all Africa. We're also have one of our members, Prince Kojo. He's a really well-known artist, and he should be receiving an award. And we're just so happy to do work with Africa. So we're right in there with you. I can't wait to be able to do a tour with you. And again, this is the foundation of Madaraka. Right? This is the foundation of Madaraka Festival. This is what the festival is generating to bring back, just to keep having that beautiful ecosystem. And again, it's like one hand washes the other, both hands wash the face. We love creativity. That's how we met in the House of Creativity. That's where we became friends. And again, you shared the beautiful legacy of your mother, and I'm just so proud to have you as a guest here 2 weeks before Mother's Day, getting to talk about her and share her legacy. There's just nothing better than that. I mean, I feel really, really grateful. Before we continue, I just want to share that you'll be receiving my journal, Live Your Legacy journal, with a pen to match. And this journal is special because guess what? It's blank inside. It's for your you're just like the imagination. There's no lines. There's no lines. You don't have to write on the line. You could write, you could draw, you could use it for a shopping list, whatever you want. It's my little token of thank you for being on the show. I use it for everything. This thing, mine is like fully filled, and I just love not having to write between the lines. But with that being said, I want to talk a little bit more about this show in New York. This is the first show in New York, and can you talk about any of the guests that you're going to have on there?
Yes, of course. it's really a privilege to be here on the show with you, and I can't wait to do my journaling with your notepad when I'm in New York and also across the US where we'll be touring. Um, on May 16th at Irving Plaza, I'm very, very excited. We are bringing something unique, something that many people of African descent have never seen before. I'm saying this because East African artists have always been left out. Over the last 10 to 15 years, you don't see East African artists traveling across the US and touring. And One Vibe Africa, the organization that I run, is based in East Africa. So majority of the over 2,000 youths that have benefited from our work are based in Kenya. But people in Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Congo, they've seen the impact of the work we are doing, and now we are really focusing on bringing artists from those regions to not only give them an opportunity to tour the US and actually generate income, we are also generating income for our activities back home in Africa. So we are raising funds through this tour. Through this same festival, we've been able to build our music recording studio in Africa. We've been able to build our film production studio in Africa. We have an entire institution that is running as a result of the funds from this festival. But we can't do it without artists, So, for example, we have a DJ, Poison Ivy, who is the DJ for Dallas Mavericks. She's originally from Kenya, but she's DJing at the May 16th event at Irving Plaza in Manhattan in New York. Then we have the amazing Sauti Soul. This is a boy band led by 4 friends who have been friends since high school. They've been singing together since high school. But just last week, they were on Forbes Under 30 Africa, where they performed in Egypt. They've won incredible awards over the last 20 years of their careers together. They are touring the US after about 6 years of not touring the US. And they've never toured more than the 3, this year they're touring about 7 cities. 4 cities have already been announced. So May 16th in New York, May 21st, Atlanta, May 24th, Dallas, and May 26th, Seattle. By the way, the venue for New York is at Irving Plaza in Manhattan. The venue for Atlanta is Bucket Theater. And the venue for Dallas is at the House of Blues. And also the venue for Seattle is at Benaroya Hall. When you hear these venues, many African artists of the highest caliber are always brought here to the US to tour, and they're treated so poorly that when they go back home, their self-esteem is gone. The way that artists should be treated is not the way that they've typically been treated when they come to the US. So we are changing that. That's why we are working with world-class venues to host award-winning artists. Some of these artists, for example, Sauti Sol, they've won the Grammys. They've written songs for Burna Boy, who won the Grammy last year. The other headliner for this festival, Eddie Kenzo, is the only East African nominated to the Grammys this year. We have Dre's from Zimbabwe. So, Eddie Kenzo, who I just mentioned, is from Uganda, and Uganda is a country that is known for dictatorship and insecurity and problems. But we have amazing artists that come from there that are rarely talked about. We have an artist from Zimbabwe, whose father was amongst the first African musicians to bring traditional marimba music to the United States. But he's also an Emmy Award-winning artist. He writes music for TV and movies. He's based in Los Angeles. Dre's, aka Dumisari Maraire Jr., is on the lineup as well. So if you're from Zimbabwe, you should join us for the entire tour. We have Anthony Cole, who is from Trinidad and Tobago, who is also on the lineup for the entire tour. He's also the president for Black Employee Network at Amazon, who are sponsors of this event. Shout out to Amazon, Alaska Airlines. And we also have a really interesting partnership with Certified Homes Limited, which is a company in Kenya that is looking to sell land and develop the land in Africa for people who are living in the diaspora, who are interested in settling, investing, and just building homes, even vacation homes back home. So if you want to build your home in the motherland, I have a connection for you with a trusted company that is actually giving a piece of property, a piece of land at each of these tour dates. So if you come to New York, you might win a piece of land for free where you can go and build yourself a home in Africa. If you come to Atlanta, there's another piece of land. And these properties are located next to Mount Kenya, which is one of the most beautiful parts of Kenya, you know. So there are so many interesting things going on with the Madaraka Festival this year, and I just can't wait to see
Okay,
you.
if I win, because I will be at New York Live, and I'm so excited. Okay, if I win, this is everybody. You got a lot of witnesses here. I'm donating it to your foundation.
That's
If I
perfect.
win, I'm donating it to your foundation. I'm so excited.
That's incredible. That's incredible. We will definitely take it and be grateful, and we'll definitely build an apartment there that generates income so that we don't have to rely on grants. We don't have to rely on donations. If we have an apartment where,
Applications.
yeah, where people, it could be on Airbnb, and people from the diaspora could be coming to stay there, you know, with a view of Mount Kenya, you know. So shout out to Certified Homes Limited for their partnership as well.
I love it. I love it so much. Well, there's just so much greatness. That lineup, I mean, hold on. Mic drop, mic drop. That lineup is fantastic. I feel so honored to have my tickets. I'm ready to go and support, and I'm going to be filming. I'm excited. I'm going to be able to give a little quick interview over there for another shout out to hopefully get a little behind the scenes what's going on at the festival. But nonetheless, again, where it all started, that is the foundation. And look at the glory, that has come. Look at all the people that you've helped. Look at all the future generations that are benefiting already just from this work. Future generations are already benefiting because the foundation is strong and it's
Yeah.
unbreakable, and I'm just so excited. What do your kids say about it, Simon? Tell me about the kids. What do the kids say about it?
You know, I was at a beautiful event this Saturday with all my three daughters. My oldest is 8, and the youngest is 4, and then the one in the middle is 6. So we were all dressed up nicely in African attires. And as we were walking out of this event, you know, we were late for the event, so we missed the kids' fashion. You know, it was Africa Fashion Week Seattle. We barely missed the kids' fashion, which they were very excited about. So they were a bit disappointed in me, and I was a bit disappointed in myself. So I went to a place where they were selling African jewelry, and I told them each one of you can pick something. You know, so different people picked different things. For me, I picked sage, you know. I wanted to. I haven't used my sage yet, but they
Of
picked
course.
some. They picked earrings. They were very happy. So as we were walking out of the event, one of them asked, "Daddy, did you organize this event?" And then I said, "No, no, no, I did not." And then one of them said, "Daddy is the founder of Madaraka Festival," you know. So in my
They're
mind, I
paying
know,
attention. They're paying
yeah,
attention.
yeah, they are paying complete attention. And then I'm a full-time father, you know, so I don't have anywhere to hide when I'm doing business. Sometimes they're having lunch and I'm negotiating a deal around this festival, you know. Sometimes we're in the car going to school, I'm on the phone with an artist or an artist manager or a venue or a sponsor. So I share everything with them. So the amount of what they're learning is a lot than I even imagined. So that's what the kids are saying.
Oh, that was good. See, my cheeks hurt. We're going to have to go to commercial break. Thank you for watching the
Mhm.
Live Your Legacy show. We have Simon O'Kali. He is the founder of Madaraka Festival and much, much more. Check him out on social. We'll be back after this commercial break. And we are so happy to have Simon over from Washington, Seattle, Washington State here in the United States. And again, thank you. We're on Live Your Legacy show. We'll be right back. Dr. David, over to you.
I am not Morgan Freeman, and what you see is not real. Well, at least in contemporary terms, it is not. What if I were to tell you that I am not even a human being? Would you believe me? What is your perception of reality? Is it the ability to capture, process, and make sense of the information our senses receive? If you can see, hear, taste, or smell something, does that make it real? Or is it simply the ability to feel? I would like to welcome you to the era of synthetic reality. Now, what do you see?
Yeah, hey everybody, this is Marty Mangello at the United States Presidential Service Center, coming to you from having served 6 presidents now, and Dr. David Evans is doing a fantastic job with the PIC TV network. Be sure to check out all the offerings on PIC TV. Go crazy, you know, hit up about 10, 20, 30, 40 channels. The more support, the more watching, the more it grows, the better it does. And it is doing good, isn't it? It's a great thing that we all need more of in this world. Thank you so much. And don't forget, think PIC TV.
Queens, what's the TV network y'all gonna be watching?
PIC TV Network.
Woo-hoo.
It's a beautiful fall evening. The sun is setting. The dog finally stopped barking. Life is good. But inside, there's trouble brewing, and Emma has no idea. Although she feels fine, like her father, Emma is one of the 67 million adults in the U.S. with high blood pressure or hypertension. Just like her radiator that's on the fritz, Emma's heart is working overtime to get the job done. Let's have a look. The heart is the pump in our bodies, delivering blood to the entire system through a set of pipes, or blood vessels of all sizes. Smoking, high cholesterol, diabetes, obesity, physical inactivity, family history, and increased age all contribute to these blood vessels, or our pipes, becoming less elastic. The more blood our heart has to pump through stiff, narrowing arteries, the higher our blood pressure. When the force of the blood against our artery walls is too high, life-threatening health problems can result. Problems like kidney disease, heart disease, stroke, even heart attack. Can Emma get her pressure down before it's too late?
Oh, we can't hear you, Dr. David.
Happy again, Patty. I'm so happy and excited about your brand new show. You have a special guest. We're going to bring him back on the scene. But I mean, part 1 was just amazing. I didn't know that he was that big. And I know Kenya, he shuts down the whole world in Kenya, you know, and having Simon on PIC TV Network is huge, Patty. And I want to thank you for your show. Folks, don't forget to support Patty and her new show on the PIC TV Network. We see a lot of comments coming in right now, Patty. I love you. I love your guests. It's back over to you.
Yeah, it's been a great show. Again, this is the Live Your Legacy show. This was birthed in the Miss You Graham Club on Clubhouse. Clubhouse is another platform. It's an audio app. It's live. You can also hear pre-recordings. That's where I met Simon under the House of Creativity, which is another club that I also moderate. And I've helped out Simon when he's done his 24-hour Africa Fathers in America on Clubhouse. That was a 24-hour. He also is the founder of the Madaraka Festival and much, much more. So check him out on all the socials. You could find him. Doesn't matter where you go. If you want to help us support, keep the show going, I ask you to any donations are always welcome. We do Project Smiles. We help feed the homeless. We help children with toys. We have so many projects with Project Smiles. We pay it forward. We keep this network alive. So any donations are helpful. For Mother's Day, if anybody wants to submit a 1 to 3 minute video, a shout out for your mom, again, just send it. Any of my socials, me or Dr. David, Pick TV Network, we just going to pop right up. Simon as well. We are here to elevate, motivate, and just live your legacy. Again, if you could get over loss, you could get over anything. And I'm not saying get over, that's not even the right words. If you could overcome the adversity of loss, because it's overcoming that harsh realization of transitioning, that's the mysteries of life. And it's a little disruptive just to put it out there like that, but it's nothing that anybody could escape. We're all going to have to be challenged with loss. And that's when you really come face to face with the meaning of life and living your legacy. Again, we pay tribute here to our loved ones, but also how did they influence us to live our legacy? Again, everybody wants to be remembered. We are here for a purpose. I think. Again, I am here to help you just live as good as you can with what you have, and let's just make it the best we can. Again, making lemonade out of lemon. That's what life is about. I'm not saying there aren't some rough patches, but then again, where can we go when we're down? There's only one way, up. So let's just get up and let's do our purpose. That's what we're here for. Again, thank you so much for hosting, Dr. David. This is an awesome network. I'm so happy we had Simon O'Callaghan from Seattle, Washington. Just really, really exciting to have him. Again, back to you. Over to you.
No, we're just happy. This is Simon, your special guest today. Amazing. We have to come back and do it again. I want to come to New York. Everybody's talking about this event. So, am I invited, Simon? Can I come?
You will be in the VIP section. I will be showing you around myself,
Did you hear that?
Yes.
The whole America, did you hear that? Now, I got to tell our friends in Brazil, France, Colombia, Mexico, Panama, Paris, Peru, Argentina, Egypt, Canada, Ireland, West Africa. There you go. The Simon said, I'm going to be on the VIP. I'm honored, Simon.
Yeah, it's important that we introduce you to some of these incredible artists and partners, because if we don't do that, then why are we doing this festival? We have to connect people who are making a difference to other people who are making a difference, so that we can truly make the world a better place. And I feel that you're making a difference here. And so when you come to Madaraka Festival, I'll hold your hand, we'll break bread, I'll introduce you to people, but I also want you to dance and sweat and enjoy yourself.
I'm going to dance. My birthday is coming up. I'm going to dance. My birthday is coming up, Simon. And how many people are you expecting to be there? What is your attendance looking like?
About 1,300 to 1,500. That's our goal for the New York show. Similar numbers also for all the other shows, but Seattle 2,500.
Wow. One day maybe me and you can go to Kenya. I've never been to Kenya before.
Well, let's plan that for this coming year, next year, 2024. So I'll follow up with Patty so that we plan it. And,
yes.
Why not even record some of the episodes of Peak TV Network from there? We can interview local leaders,
Yeah, now you're talking.
We love to interview people from all over the world, and you let us know from the president to whoever. We bring them on Pick TV Network. We'll beam them in from around the world, and yeah, this is big, Patty. I want to thank you for bringing Simon on. I know you got a couple more questions to ask him, so I give it over to you, Patty.
I do want to ask you again, going over to the Madaraka Festival. What any merch? You got some merch going on that we're going to be able to purchase?
Yes. Our merch is available. Incredible. Madaraka Festival merchandise is available at at Irving Plaza on May 16th. But also even now, if you DM me on any of my social media platforms, you can get yours. If you go to madarakafestival.com, you can also get one. But soon, in the next week, less than 1 week, they'll be on Amazon. So you'll be able to get all the Madaraka Festival merchandise on
right.
Amazon.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking, because I'm an Amazon influencer, so I'll be definitely sharing that for sure. I'm excited. I can't wait to get some merch. Any favorites that you have?
I love the hoodie. I wish I was wearing it right now. I love the hoodie because it's so comfortable, and it's always chilly in Seattle, so the hoodie just makes me comfortable. But
Feels
the
like home.
sweatshirts are also nice. We have tote bags, that you can use for going shopping and stuff like that as well. So it's just incredible.
All right, that's good. That's good. Well, I'll definitely be sporting some merch, and I'm excited to support. And God willing, I'll be there with my friend Tiffany Thompson. She's also going to be joining us on the show, and that's really exciting. Tomorrow we'll be filming again, and we're having more guests, and we're just so happy to support each other. Again, this is Live Your Legacy. I met Simon when he was sharing the legacy of his mother, and now here we are, just sharing the work of his purpose, and the legacy continues, and I hope I'm the winner, so I could do my philanthropy and pay it forward to the organization. That would be just so cool. That would be so cool. And again, I think that would be apropos another visit to my show, Simon. If I win and you get the donation, I think that'd be nice to have you back again.
Yeah,
What about if I win, Patty? What about if I win, Patty? I don't know. If I win,
but what about if you win, Dr. David? Tell us, what will you be doing with that?
I had to bring it back to DC. It's gonna be like a trophy. I'm gonna hold it up, and say I won. I hold it and give it back to you guys. I was like, I'll be so happy. I give it to Patty. Patty, I give it to you. You can give it over. I give it to you, Patty.
It's so amazing to see how you are all generous. And the gift that we will be winning is a piece of land that is worth $5,000 in Kenya. And so Certified Homes Limited, if you go online and look them up, they're a reputable company in Kenya. And I was actually very, very honored that they offered. These are the first major supporters of this festival from the motherland. So I feel that the motherland is extending a hand to her people. And so I can't wait. For me, if you're all interested in donating that land to One Vibe, I would take it. But I think we should do something jointly. Yeah, we should.
Couldn't be in better hands. It couldn't be in better hands. And also, I've got to mention, anybody who sponsors our show, they will have their logo on the back of the journal that I give away for being a guest on the show. So anybody who sponsors our show, again, we could talk more details. Just get in touch with us. You could check me out on any platform. Missugram. My last name's a little hard, so if you're up for it, Patty Frudenberg, Patricia Frudenberg, my alter ego. But nonetheless, I'll find the message. If you look for me, I will return your messages. And again, thank you so much for joining us today. And this is Live Your Legacy show on the Pick TV network. Again, on Roku TV. Back to you, Dr. David.
No, thank you. This is amazing, folks. Patty from New York. This is our 5th episode. We have 2 more shows tomorrow, and it's going to turn into a channel, folks. As you already know, she's also a business manager on the Pick TV network. She brings on a lot of wonderful people who give words of inspiration, encouragement, motivation, especially when you're talking about legacy and living your legacy. It's amazing that you can live your legacy like I do for my sister Brenda, who passed away, and I dedicated this whole network to her. She's looking from above and she's navigating. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers around the world. Every day is Mother's Day, so we celebrate mothers all year long. And I want to say to you again, Simon, thank you for being on PIC TV Network. Your first time on, man. How do you like our network? This is your first time coming on. How you like PIC TV?
It's beautiful. You know, it feels like home. I feel like I'm just a little late to the party. I should have honored the invitation earlier. But you know, good things take time.
It does,
Yeah.
man. And I want to thank you. You know, I can't wait till you come back. Maybe you can have your show on PIC TV Network. We need 20,000 shows, you know, for a month. So we love to have you to be on one of those 20,000 to be on PIC TV Network.
For sure. Let's talk. Patty will advise me on how to go about it, and then we'll see what to do.
Yes, and I do want to give one more shout out to the musicians, all the work that goes behind. It's the practice, the travel. I mean, that's hard work. If you're talking about seven locations in 1 year, we only got 12 months, you know, and out of those 7 locations, you know, days worth of traveling. And then you throw a couple of holidays in there. You want to see your family. Maybe you want to just take your shoes off for maybe 5 minutes. This is not easy. Doing the marketing, trying to raise the awareness. It's a lot of work. So hats off to everybody involved. There's always so much work behind the scenes. But again, blessings at the end of the day. It's always a blessing. God bless, Simon. And over to you for any closing remarks.
Yeah, I actually have no shoes on right now, so I'm already just you know, managing the energy levels, because it's definitely a lot of work. But they say that there's an African proverb that says, if you want to get things done, look for a busy person, you know. So I feel that because I already have a lot going on, I can do a lot more. And I connect with people who are busy like you, who can also help me get a lot more done, you know. So I'm not afraid, because this work is a work of faith as well. It's a work that requires deep belief in yourself and what you are here in the world for. And so if you believe in yourself, and if you believe in making this world truly a better place, one event at a time, then you should join us either on May 16th at Irving Plaza, on May 21st at Bucket Theater. By the way, Irving Plaza on May 16th is in New York. Bucket Theater on May 21st is in Atlanta. House of Blues on May 24th is in Dallas. And Benaroya Hall on May 26th is in Seattle, Washington. So join us for any of those incredible shows. And also go to madarakafestival.com right now and get your ticket for the wonderful Madaraka Festival USA tour. And thank you, you know, PIC TV and my wonderful host, Patty. I just appreciate you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, we appreciate you, Simon, from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you all for watching Live Your Legacy show on PIC TV Network. Again, support the show. We are self-funded and we help out. So if you help out, it just keeps the prosperity going, so we could all just expand and grow into goodness. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on the PIC TV Network. Again, Dr. David's birthday is May 20th. So happy birthday, Dr. David, coming up. Happy birthday. Again, thanks again for joining us. This is Patty from New York, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Thank you.
When I eat this ice cream cone, I'm gonna turn into a kid again. A kid, a 5-year-old kid when I eat this ice cream. It's a banana, nut, and cherry ice cream cone. Now, I'm gonna turn into a kid, so you guys better be ready. Here I go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here I go. I'm gonna turn into a kid when I eat this ice cream cone. Here I go, folks.
Today, David Evans eats an ice cream cone, and that ice cream cone made him turn into a kid again. This 61-year-old man ate some ice cream. It was ice cream that is banana nut ice cream mixed with cherry. Once he ate the ice cream, in less than 2 minutes, he turned into a 5-year-old baby all over again. That's crazy.
Folks, you made it to another end of the show. Patty, Live Your Legacy Show. This is like a 5-minute recap. Patty, it was an amazing show. Unmute your microphone for a minute. This is our two-minute recap show. It was amazing. I mean, Simon is big, Patty. I didn't know he was doing that.
I mean, it's amazing, like the amount of stuff he's doing simultaneously. Because remember, he's also doing the tours on Clubhouse with the African Proverbs of America. He is a full-time dad with 3 young girls. And on top of it, going across America with the largest West Coast African festival, that we know here in North America. So it's just amazing. And he's so relaxed. I just love that. I just love it. And we didn't get to hear him today play his instruments, but you have to follow him on social or come to the festival, even better, and see it live. It's really a great thing. Yeah, right.
I have a VIP invite because of you, Patty. Now I'm glad I started the show. I'm glad I'm the executive producer. He said he's going to make me a VIP guest on the stage, shake my hand, eat with me. Patty, that's big. So folks, you're watching the brand new hit show, the Live Your Legacy TV show recap. We're only talking for like 3 to 5 minutes about how the show went today, behind the scenes talk with Patty. Patty, now you have some more guests coming up. I know you can't tell everybody.
We do have some more guests coming up, but I want to be mindful that if you want to join us, we welcome you. Again, we're like PBS 2.0, a couple different letters. Now it's, PIC, PIC TV. But this is the People's Investment Channel. Again, this is the foundation of what we do, is all clean, good, educational, inspiring. This is what the platform for Pick TV is, and especially Live Your Legacy. It's reflecting on the good, because we're all gonna deal with loss, and sometimes you have to like really face your own mortality to realize, wait a minute, what am I doing with my life? And here is where we could really talk about it and really, embrace that our legacies matter too. And it's also a place that we could pay respects to those who influenced us, either because we're carrying their torch, because they left such a great legacy that we want to continue what they showed us. Maybe it's a family business, maybe it's a trait, maybe it's you're in the music industry and your family just inspired you, and now you want to continue that legacy. Whatever it may be, maybe it was because you realized life is too short, and I'm going to use my gifts that God gave me. Whatever it is, this is where we do it, right here. This is where we do it in the Live Your Legacy show on the Pick TV network. We really appreciate all the support that we get, and we also would love to ask for any donations, because again, we are a baby. We are a baby, and we definitely need your help to keep this baby nourished and growing. And again, any sponsors will be highlighted. So if you want to be a sponsor, again, reach out to either Dr. David or me on either of our platforms. And if you are a sponsor, when I give away my book, you will be also listed right here as a sponsor. So thank you so much for watching. We appreciate all the help, and we just love sharing the good stories, and we love paying it forward with a tribute, because everybody wants to be remembered. Dr. David, back to you.
And we're growing, Patty. That QR code is the brand new way of technology, folks. You can scan it right now. Patty, point to it right above your head, Patty. On the right side of you is the QR code. There you go, right there, right there. There's a QR code right above Patty. Scan it. You can give a donation right now of any size. It will help our shows and programs on the Pick TV network. This is a brand new hit show, folks. Patty just had one of the hottest artists on, music artists. We got to bring him back to sing and play. Simon, I'm still so happy. I have VIP tickets, Patty. Do you know that's my birthday week? And I had also a trip to Atlanta, Georgia. I could have seen them on 16th. And I may still fly down to Atlanta, Georgia on the 21st. My birthday is the 20th, and see both. So this is big, folks. I can't wait, to get my backseat pass on the stage and shake hands and meet people from all over the world. Patty?
And to know it's going to a good cause, that's the great artist, but to know like that we're making a difference across the pond. I mean, come on, through the legacy of his mother. I mean, come on, it doesn't get better than that. So I hope we win the property so we could pay it forward and just keep growing together.
And for those who don't know, Patty, this refresh the conversation. You had Simon on. He's one of the biggest artists in the world, and also about the giveaway. Talk about the giveaway. Just give us 30 seconds, Patty, about how this giveaway works, and they're gonna get you land.
Yeah, so one of their original OG supporters for the Madaraka Festival, a big real estate they do a lot of development, and they are giving away property land, and it's really just a beautiful thing. They're going to be doing that at the live shows, so we'll see how that works. Again, I'm not sure if everybody who got a ticket is already in the raffle. The details I'm not certain about, but tune in, because I will be there. I will be there live, and we will be airing it on the Pick TV network.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there too. I got a front row ticket, and I'm booking my flight now, Pat. Matter of fact, I already have my flight. I already got some things lined up. Thank you for watching the recap. Don't forget, you can watch this again on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, Twitter. Go back over there and watch it again, and also on the Pick TV network, folks. It's the brand new hit show. It is called Live Your Legacy. Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., we come on live again. So this is a special presentation. We're beaming it in with Simon. Now on Tuesday at 9 p.m., you can see Patty again with her special guest. The special guest. Patty, he told me I can dance too. Simon told me I can dance.
Yeah, I think I might even bring my I was gonna say I might bring my tambourine. I don't want to mess up the real artist. I'm thinking I'm going to just a party. It's gonna be exciting. I'll definitely bring my dancing shoes though.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching the recap. Pick TV Network, brand new hit show with Patty from New York to Washington, D.C. And we beamed it into Seattle, Washington today. We see you next time, folks, on the Pick TV Network. God bless you. May heaven smile upon you is our prayer. Don't stop believing and trusting in God. And to our friends at Delta Airline, thank you, Heather. Thank you, all the teams that were walking for the Walk to End Homelessness. We were a part of that event. And also affordable housing. We were part of that event over the weekend. We met some big people in Washington, D.C. And I want to say thank you, especially for those who were walking to end homelessness. It was big.
Pick TV, folks. It's big for our network. Let's get it.
Do you guys practice walking backwards?
Yeah, my legs so big, man. I'm like a giraffe. I can't wear them.
Awkward pricks in a second. Please be careful. I don't want you to fall.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, stuff back there.
I know, right?
We're gonna make a right here. Not here. Sorry, I wasn't clear. That's on me.
Oh wow. Let's go, everybody. This is huge. Pick TV right here, folks. Everybody's walking, having a good time. Look at this. The Walk to End Homelessness.